Hey humans! Today we're gonna get serious. We're gonna be talking about my past. Let's get into it. First, we need a better location. I have my clipboard full of things that I thought and things that happened in my past. Let's begin. First of all, when I was little, I constantly pretended that I had my own TV show. And at the end of each episode, in my head, I would say, "Bye for now, Charlotte." I also thought that my mom wore tights under her pants all the time. This is an awkward place to film. Should I shrink into the shadows? It's dusty back here. Okay, back to the video. I thought that to drive, you made the cars go by moving the steering wheel back and forth, and you didn't need to steer to turn. The car just knew where you wanted to go and took you there by magic. I actually believed that. And this one, I believed until I was about 13. So that was fairly recently. I thought that muscles weren't everywhere, just in your calves and your arms and yeah, that's about it. I didn't know that there were muscles in your fingers and just everywhere. Okay, we're gonna need to stand up for this one. When I was in preschool, I'm choking. I was in a baseball camp and I don't know why. But anyway, it was my turn to pitch. And it was I don't know, some sort of competition. I don't know what it's called. It was a game, not a competition. And I walked up to pitch. And so my dad would know that it was me pitching, I thrashed like that. Back to our cave. When I was 2, I thought that I was really old. And it was time for me to start thinking about marrying someone. I remember being in the car, and my mom babysat for this boy, and he was in the car with us. And I remember thinking to myself, "You're 2 now, Charlotte. It's time for you to start thinking about who you're gonna marry." And then I said out loud that I was gonna marry the boy that was in the car with me. And he was like, "Ew." It was funny. I also thought that there were certain points in songs where you weren't supposed to speak. It annoyed me greatly when my dad spoke during a part of the song that you weren't supposed to speak in. Let's see. Oh, I thought that I could teach myself how to fly if I tried hard enough. We had this little trampoline, and I used to jump on it to the couch and all over. It was an obstacle course. I jumped from it to the couch to it. And I thought that if I did that enough, I'd be able to fly. This isn't really something that I thought, but one time, the tooth fairy came, and then in the morning that I said that I had seen it on my hand. I don't know. I don't remember that. But Julianne, who was filming, told me that. And I trust her, I think. Now for some things that I was I didn't really believe, but I was kind of superstitious about. I didn't believe, but I convinced myself to pretend that I believed, if you know what I mean. I convinced myself that if you left a book open and left the room, the characters would pop out into real life. So I always made sure to shut a book whenever I left a room. Because I was is it going to pop out? Ah! Apparently my family didn't know about this one until today. I thought I told them, but I guess not. For about 2 or 3 years, I pretended that skeletons inhabited our household. And there were a couple different breeds of skeletons. And there was a breed that was more dangerous than the other. And I was really scared of those. And they were all visible when the lights were off. But when the lights were on, they were invisible. I guess that's why I was scared of the dark. Because I thought the skeletons would come for me. And now for how I looked and presented myself, which is lasted from when I was from kindergarten to 2nd grade. I didn't know what I was supposed to look like, so we're gonna need to go out in the open again for this one. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I still kind of don't. So I just held them there, like a squirrel. And then I didn't know what to do with my mouth, so it was always limp, like that. So here's the whole ensemble. Yeah, so that's my past. Thanks for watching, guys. Humans.